Dear NPTEL users, welcome to our channel. In this video, we will discuss the most probable answers of our course Developing Soft Skills and Personality under NPTEL. As you see on the top, it is mentioned that the assessment due date is 21st of September 2022. So without taking much time, we are just moving towards the very first question. Identify all the ways for giving an effective presentation using PowerPoint slides to make the presentation lucid and appealing, using overhead projectors to illustrate key points, using handouts to remember the ideas precisely and coherently. Based on the people's behavior during oral presentation, identify those who are afraid of it. Bala starts mumbling if he has a crowd of more than 30 people. Dinesh profusely sweats and shivers while giving a presentation. Durai looks only at the screen instead of the audience. Consider a situation where your best friend Vasif is to give an oral presentation on the topic Beauty of India in an international forum. He approaches you for suggestions knowing that you have done the course Developing Soft Skills and Personality. What are the suggestions you would give him to make his oral presentation a success? Insist on practicing the presentation in front of his friends and professors. Encourage the habit of visiting the venue before the presentation. Counsel him to be confident and believe in his subject. Recommend him to use pictures in a PowerPoint presentation. Your friend Basif has traveled and gained in-depth knowledge about India and its rural culture. Now he wants to prepare a presentation that is attractive and effective. What are the tips you have for him? Deliver the oral presentation using simple language. Narrate anecdotes from this trip throughout India. Have a smooth transition from one point to another. Use relevant quotes whenever possible. Now that your friend Basif's presentation is ready, he asks you to give some advice on his mannerisms and behaviors that would enhance the mood and the presentation. What are the suggestions you have for him? Choose an attire that fits formal occasions, relax your facial muscles and smile often. Practice in front of a mirror before the official presentation. Now that Vasif has learned about mannerism during an oral presentation, his confidence is high, but he is still unaware of bad mannerism and what not to do during the presentation. So advise him on what not to do during a presentation. Do not shift your legs often while presenting. Do not hold on to anything during presentation. Do not move back and forth when on stage. Do not look constantly at the screen or the computer. Vasif has learned almost everything for an effective oral presentation. But as the saying goes, hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. What are a few precautions you advise him to consider in case of some mishaps? Vasif email the files in advance to the organizing committee. Vasif have soft copies of the PPT on a pen drive or CDs. If possible, practice presentation using the official device. Consider that you are finishing your PhD course and are supposed to give an oral presentation before the experts. You ask your friend to give some tips to make the presentation professional. Identify all the healthy ways suggested by your friend to become professional in your oral presentation. I should have a calm mind before the presentation. I will avoid apologize. Instead, be honest. I must greet all the officials before the presentation. Identify all the aspects that would degrade the quality of an oral presentation, racing through the speech, talking too slow, talking with a very low voice, exceeding the time limit. Why should an individual use visuals in a presentation? To present key ideas effectively, to reinforce the verbal message, to stimulate the audience interest. Kalaivani is the topper of her class. She is confident talking people individually but fears public presentations. She fears facing questions and worries that she might be ridiculed for her feeble voice. Identify Kalaivani's real fear while giving public presentation. She is afraid of humiliation. Identify the wrong way to reduce anxiety before a presentation. Smoke a cigarette. Why should an individual avoid apologizing during a presentation? To take the lead and prove that the speaker can confidently tackle the audience questions. What is not an objective of public speaking? To show off the speaker's skills and intellect to the audience. Identify the wrong hand gesture during a presentation. Inserting hand into one's pocket. Who said, I have learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel? Maya Angelou. Identify the inappropriate suggestion pertaining to presentation skills. Digress from the presentation topic to keep the experts amused. Choose the wrong statement pertaining to skimming. Skimming looks for specific bits of information and locates any key facts. Identify the wrong sentence about human relations. It is okay to disappoint someone in impulsive moments. Who is wholesome presenter? Vijay started oral presentation due to his passion for it and now has created his unique style of presenting and has a huge fan base. Winning the trust of people is impossible. False. You Start Dying Slowly is a poem by Pablo Neruda. True. To read faster, one should read word by word or letter by letter. False. Scanning is used to read or glance through quickly. True. Viewing the venue before the presentation helps one to reduce anxiousness. True. So this was all from the assignment 8 of our course, Developing Soft Skills and Personality. So exam is very near. You have to study very hard if you want to score good marks and get a certificate. So my best wishes are always with you. Take care. Have a nice day. See you very soon in the next video. Till then, goodbye.